Testing, testing, testing. I think we're online. Well, when last we left our feckless heroes, we had discovered some stuff at the deserted church, and now we are back in that whatchamacallit place, back in the youth hostel, the non-youth hostel. That's a nice illustration on the front cover there. I wonder, that must be the deserted church. Huh. I don't think I've seen it in the daytime yet. All right, let's give it a try. Well, we just slept through the night. We had, by the way, picked up, no spoiler alerts here. For those of you in the stream, we have some nifty new footwear. Very cool. Let's see if I can get I slept through the night, but I don't think I have any updates on this stuff. No, those are both locked. Encyclopedia, electrochemistry. I have some electrochemistry boosters. Some of the clothes I'm wearing are definitely electrochemistry enhancing. Howdy, howdy. Okay. Well, I don't know if I have any points in that at the moment. This fine day, I am slightly under the weather, but I will... As the... yeah, it's okay. I got a pot of tea here next to me, and I'll do my very best to add the reverberation that comes across so well on this mic. And then I'm having numerous sips of tea in between dialogue entries. By the way, ironically, my list of sessions has now caught up with the days of the week, days of the month. So I am on 12, and it is the 12th. Tea with, I think it may have manuka honey in it, but it's also I think it's got some lemon in it as well. So if I do start, if I do start to sound too raspy, flag that, and I could probably be persuaded to stop the stream after a brief amount of time, but we'll see. Not too raspy? Okay. I'll keep it real then. Okay, so I have a couple of options here. I could go and talk to the lady upstairs because there were a couple of conversational openings with her. Let's actually see, however, if I have any points left in here that I can level up. I do not, but I'm very close. And I should be ready to level up one more. And put some points into... What did I have to beam into? Not suggestion. Oh, electrochemistry. Nope, not enough. Okay, come back to that in a bit. So let's go and sneak out here. See if I can. Wonder if I'm going to get waylaid by Kim. Don't have to do that right away then. Okay, let's go upstairs and talk to this lady here. Oh, wait. When I talk to that lady, what are my boosts? Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. What are the boosts I need to apply? Tasks. Get a cell to talk about our associates. Sync the signs with Noid. Yeah, those guys. Solve the egghead puzzle. Find Idiot Doom Spiral's jacket. Spirit is eternal. Yep. Armor pieces. Door Gunner Megamix. Talk to Klasia about the Door Gunner Megamix. What would be some boosts for talking to people? Empathy. And then I can send the victim's body to processing as soon as I see Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Okay. Let's see if I have anything that boosts empathy. I think I have some clothes that boost empathy. Conceptualization, interfacing. My options right now are +2 in logic. That's a good thing. Authority. Well, esprit de corps, physical instrument, pain threshold, interfacing, and composure. Let's see if anything here. Savoir faire, minus esprit de corps. Drama. Perception, -1. Lovely. Conceptualization, -1. Suggestion. Indirect modes. Drama. Electrochemistry. Don't know if I need any more. Oh, drama. Oh, empathy. Let's put on some empathy there. Nice. Visual calculus is still 1. Savoir faire, electrochemistry, electrochemistry. I don't exactly know what electrochemistry is good for. I've got enough things to pump up the electrochemistry, but perception. I don't know. I think empathy might be worthwhile. Got any items that can boost empathy? Any drugs? No. What about this thing? Minus, +1 empathy. All right, let's put that in my hand. I don't know what good that did. Well, let's give it a try. Psyche, no. +1 intellect. Smokes. I could have a smoke. She's smoking a cigarette upstairs. I could try that. Physique. I don't care about that. Pry bar and chain cutters. Okay. Well, I might try this one, even though it takes a health hit, because actually smoking a cigarette is actually one of the minor tasks that's off there in the distance. Also taking a drink as well, and I haven't done either one of those. +1 intellect, -1 health. Intellect. Sure. Let's give that a shot. Held. How do I know if I'm going to smoke one? No matter. Figure it out. Okay. Let's go and talk to the nice lady. Ooh, wait. There it is. Oh, this is electrochemistry dialogue. Electrochemistry is creepy and coolish. I don't know how electrochemistry should sound. There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first smokes platoon. Zizzling, huh? 20 brave souls standing in salute. Ready to step into the fire for you, sir. Pull one out of the back. Not right now. Ignore that thought. Already you regret it. Looking at the back, but don't worry. You can come back to this later. The army of smokes is honorable and faithful to you. You have your entire life to return to it. You passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now, but don't worry. The option to unlock it becomes available. 3 hours? Oh, bite me. Fine. Got to do that each time. The cigarettes are in my hand. Well, I may as well put that one away, I guess. Fine. 3 hours. Yes, I'm working on smoking. I meant to smoke before talk. Never mind. I was doing it as a boost. Okay, let's go talk to the lady. What? Did he see something? He did. Ooh. He had a thought. She's made around 4 months of payments. 4 months of payments. And if I'm getting $20 per day, it's much cleaner than my place. Okay. What about up here? Why would this be a separate space than the outside space? Because sometimes somebody's sleeping up here. Isn't there a bed down? No, this is the bed up here. It's like a loft thing. Ah, okay. All right. Alrighty then. What is that? Substance use effects. +1 intellect, -1 health. Is it... Well, that's weird. I don't even know if I have them in my hands. Oh, it gives him... Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Let's give it a try. A couple hours anyway. Hey, lady. Let's try that door again. See if it does anything different. Physical instrument. Kick the door in. No. It tends to break things. But it's physical instrument. I've got some things that boost physical instrument. Oh, wait. No, that's boost psyche? No. Physique? No. Oh. I think physical instrument I get a... Try the pry bar? No. I'm gonna leave. No kicking. Alright. Oh, by the way, I got an award. I don't know if you listened to that part of it, but I got a Steam award for totally middle of the road. Huh. Even Steam laughs at me. Alright, talk to lady.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank you. Thank you. I am... can I ask you some more questions for the record? Talk about the room. All right, let's try this one. Titus Hardy gave me a recording on it. The deceased says he intends to rape someone. Miss Aranya Disco Dancer. She puts her coffee cup down. Perception. With a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table. Did he? A smile flits across her face. I never said he was a good man. Or that he had good intentions, only that he was never bad to me. She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused. On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target. Where did they get this recording exactly? Intercepted radio chatter. It sounded authentic enough. She arches her brow. Does he say he's going to do it Soldier the Apocalypse style? Those are the exact words he used, yes. Huh. Yeah, that was practically his pickup line. She picks the cup back up. I'll keep that in mind. Are you aching for a little video additive to this streaming? Oh, you know, I mean, hey, if I'm streaming with video, that's going to bump me right to the top of the list anyway. So, streaming with video, just list Minecraft, deep soothing voice, ASMR. Boy, I'm going to hit all those buttons. Excuse me. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Ko-Hoi style? Yes. He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Ko-Hoi. It was in his everything. Uh-huh. Why did he say things like that? Was he bragging? Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, then integrated them into his idea of normalcy to keep on living until they just sort of turned into his, she thinks, what's the word I'm looking for? Je ne sais quoi? She's quite observant about the human character, trained to observe even. Turned into his coping mechanism? Running joke. I was going to say running joke, and it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lele, what the hell? Lele's punchlines got way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Ko-Hoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yisud all rolled into one person, then cast in Aranyi's ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. You like this kind of stuff? We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our own little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Ko-Hoi here. With our own little scouring sticks. That's a weird phrase. Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? Here in Martinez, I mean? No, we were too busy laying waste our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed, she thinks, he seemed happy, I guess. At ease, as much as a man like him could be. I can't do female voice acting very well. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it. She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles. Now that you've had time, can you tell me more about him? Sure, I can try. What do you need? His name? Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely. A nickname? I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use. Esprit de corps. Where in the GRIH is the lieutenant? Possibly speeding from one terminal to another in glorious solitude? Wherever he is, you need him. Your other questions will make little sense without him here. I have more questions about the deceased, but I need my partner here before I ask. All right. Sure, she smiles, smoke trailing from the cigarette between her fingers. Do whatever you need to do. Let's return to this later, miss. All right. Do I have anything that does physical instrument? Talk to Titus about the door gunner mega mix, okay? Physical instrument. No, it must be an item. Clothes. Spray to core. I thought there was something with physical instrument. Physical instrument is +1 right now. I don't know what for exactly. Oh, a white tank top. Huh. +2 authority. Perception. Horrific necktie. Did I take that bloody thing off? Yes, thank you. Drama. Nope. That's it for physical instrument, I guess. Authority. Okay. What happens if I kick it with my boots in? Yes? No. Crap. Try it. Sure. No. No, I'm gonna leave. Wait, what's this? This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Run your finger across the glass. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges, but the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Is he just doing that to kind of point out the fact that I busted my window? You wanker. That's rude. It was an accident about the busted window, by the way. That shoe came off too abruptly. Okay, so got medicine, got this, no and no. Gonna wake up my partner and see if he's up and about or if he's downstairs. No, don't. Just out here. Just go back over there and shut the door to make not be so rude. There, close it. Thank you. Is he downstairs talking to Gart? Yo, knock knock. No, must not be. Let's try downstairs knocking. Alrighty. Let us see what's going on. Oh, morning there, son. What about you, Gart? What's up with you?
Hey, is there something you needed?
Oh, well. Bringing him that new bird sure makes a difference in his attitude. Gart, I need to sing karaoke now? No, that's going to be evening thing. Bill for tonight? Don't have the money. Goodbye. What's up here, man?
Yes.
Sure. Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing? Hey, welcome back. Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots. He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting. Congratulations. That must have taken enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity, and timing. Now, I'm going to report you, and you're going to jail. These are not the same boots. I like them so much I went and bought myself a pair. Sure, he nods. Anyway, did you want something related to police work? I don't care about your insane theft, the lieutenant thinks, and looks away from the boots. Just know, if anyone asks me, I will snitch on you. Why did the 41st... Ooh, look at that logic check. 92%. Watch me fail this son of a gun. Why did the 41st send me? Oh, I made it. Woohoo. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight Precinct 57. What? No, that can't be right. Yeah, that makes more sense than the other stuff I thought of. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues with his necktie. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up? Like, as a joke. I've considered it. His voice is somber. So it's true? It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely. Why is that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. So you are their finest. I am the finest of nothing. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. Hey, fuck you very much. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know yet what it is yet, but it's there. Got some XP. So no, I don't think that they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they were in for a surprise. Well, look at that. Hey, he actually paid me a compliment. Kind of a left-handed compliment. Cool. That's right. I am nice to Kim. I back him up. When that racist SOB out there, I backed him up. Kim's a cool dude. He's right. There are no... Oh, volition. I never do volition with like a separate voice. Volition is like background or something. What would volition sound like anyway? I do the intense thing for the necktie. I do the weird thing for... Okay, whatever. He's right. There are no airtight theories, just paranoia. You've given it some thought. Now let it go. There. Volition. Okay. Nothing. Alright. Good for Kim. I will keep that in mind, ma'am. What do we got to look at? Look around, talk to people. These people, really? I don't have anything else to talk to them about. This lady, haven't found her husband. Oh, wait. I did do some investigating, though.
Oh, hello, dear.
And, of course,
There you
I've got
are
nothing
again.
to tell her. Okay, no cryptids or nothing. This dude, haven't done the checks on the thing that he needs checks on. What was it, anyway? Drama? I don't remember. Okay, so I can go upstairs with Kim, and I can ask the questions again of the lady because I'm already in this space, or do something weird. Oh, let's go talk to, what's his face? After talking to the gatekeeper.
I've got nothing to
And-
say to you.
Okay, you're right. Nothing to say. Let's talk to this dude.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So I talked to Claudia about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said. That fucking fucker. He stares at his beer for 2 seconds, intently, then turns to you. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape. That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her. Huh. Gold? It was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. Locker room talk? What are you, fucking brain dead? I've been to plenty of locker rooms. They don't plan rapes there. Well, judging from what we see in the news, they actually do. What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking hoop-de-doo. She did not say hoop-de-doo. I can confirm that. Good for you, Kim. I see what you're doing there. It's pushy. She didn't? Well, hoop-de-doo then. He's too angry to drink his beer. He just stares at it. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. Yes, in fact, Lieutenant looks at you, then him. I think she thought it was a little funny. Funny! Titus mumbles. That was a yell, not a mumble. His lips barely moving. No good goddamn psycho whore. Huh. Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't. All right. He slams his giant fist. That was a weak-ass giant fist slam, by the way. Sound effects people. He slams his giant fist on the door frame. All fuckity righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking... Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors. Titus. Her voice is a bit softer than earlier. Hey, door gun automatic makes 10. Aha! Woohoo! I can level up. I can do stuff. I can put points in electrochemistry. Ha 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 ha! Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth. This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman? You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match. Rhetoric. Oh yeah, rhetoric. I have no voice for rhetoric. Maybe she isn't. What are these options? Not very good ones. I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. I asked for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma. This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned. But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you. Listen. Oh no, he's definitely compromised too. It's his hubris. Sadly, not much to do about it now. Fantastic. So now you remember how to do your job. He despondently glances at his beer. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here. Shanky. Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight. Theo. Why? Shanky. He looks at the old man in the corner. Maybe not then. More XP. Better be invited to the party. Yeah. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation. Well, let's see. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Nah, I know her. He looks upstairs distracted. She's just a girl in over her head. Titus. Wait. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. Handled him? He balks. She got in some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of. Kim. Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her. Be straight with it. Still in denial. Defense mechanism. Try that one. Yeah, maybe. That is a possibility. No. Weak-ass response. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened? New task. I already told you. He puts his giant face in his hands and sighs. We fucking hanged him. There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. He taps on his notebook. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just... You know what? He gets closer. I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, fuck off. He throws his beer can down. That lying, scamming, we're done. This is over, you understand? Your little investigation is over. Helene. Yeah. There's a silence in the room. Helene starts saying something, then thinks best not to. Perception. On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it. What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. He looks around. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dockworkers Union. Gart. Why don't we make it 40, huh? The man shouts from behind the counter. Why don't we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough. 100 beers. Now we're talking, Glenn livens up. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager. What do we do in this rhetoric thing? Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Give it a try. I don't think I have anything to boost rhetoric. Not very much. Let's give it a try. 42%. That didn't sound good. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Klasia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of that really good rhetoric is fucking stupid. Oh, shit. None of these are good options. Holy crap. Kim, I'm gonna need your gun again. No fucking way. Let's see. Titus, the same thing happened to me. She manipulated me too. Sucks for you, he shrugs. But get this straight. No one manipulates Titus Hardy. I knew I was sticking it in crazy. Points to the stairs. But you have no idea what you're doing up there. I can see it in your face every time you come down and sing her song. She's in your head, man. You're fucked. Brutal, Titus, he shakes his head. Brutal, but true. She has a hold on him. The witness has no hold on officers of the RCM. My partner was just trying to get you to come clean in his unusually emotional way. Oh, I got busted. Why did you say she's manipulating you? She's manipulating them, remember? I didn't tell you to say that. Who told him that filthy lie? Dumbass rhetoric. Alright, I'm going to take off now. Shit. That went well. Not. Well, I can go upstairs, talk to them. Yeah, my Mr. Emotional was not very emotional, I guess. I'm just a cold-hearted, stony-faced SOB at heart, you know, so. Nobody pays attention to me. The sensitive inner me. No one cares. No one really. Hey, wait. That isn't me. Electrochemistry. Ooh, I can do electrochemistry. Go to Party Planet. Love and be loved by drugs. That's under electrochemistry. That's under physique? Really? And Shivers is too. Oh, that's bonkers. Okay. Well, let's level up then. Oh, electrochemistry gets a level up. First time ever for that guy. Probably the last time too. Alright, let's go talk to the nice lady upstairs. This time with Kim in tow. Another cup of tea, a little herbal tea to soothe the vocal cords. Whoop-de fucking do. What to do, what to do.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
I'm glad you liked. Can you tell me more about Lily, the hanged man? My partner needs to hear this. Lily, Lieutenant takes out his notebook. That was his name? As I already told your partner, I didn't actually know his name. I just called him Lily. It's short for Lilystad, where he came from. It was his army name. Yes, he said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but he never gave it up, no matter how hard I tried. Lilystad, that's a good start. Lieutenant writes it down in his notebook, then tears out a page and hands it to you. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things the field autopsy alone can't answer. Like, why did he have one testicle on one side and two on the other? The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh. Inland Empire dude, I do not like you. How old was he, miss? He was 42. I remember 42. 42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50. He had many scars that made him appear older, but no. The memory makes her smile. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me. Looks like you were right, officer. Lieutenant taps on his notebook once, as though assigning some kind of point. I got a health check. Woo! Which I didn't need. Okay. Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. I did... Okay, better not to mention it. Young woman looks at you, then Lieutenant, then you. His eye color? Blue, light blue. They were like... She stops, her eyes half closed, then continues. Like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange seeing those eyes and his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing, she takes a drag. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something watching him speak. He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth? Yes, severe. She seems to enjoy the word. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes. All he needed was large hands and hairy forearms. Oh yes, the lieutenant suddenly remembers. His hair, if you can remember. It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone. He had a tattoo. What did it mean? Oh, she smiles. That. What did it represent? Do you know? It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. For showing off to chicks. Huh. Maybe I should get one. How so? How? She leans back. Imagine him lying in bed, freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. Is this Orania lit? Orani's lit? Is this Orani's lit? Yes. This is the very essence of Orani's lit. A moment's respite. Dark and hopeless as the struggle itself. She leans even further back to demonstrate. He's smoking and drinking, of course, and his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, she points at the air with her sharp-nailed finger picking out an imaginary tattoo star. What was this, baby? And he says, she lowers her voice comically, that was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that. So she goes, okay, but what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. You were the woman in this? Oh yeah, she nods. Can you tell us precisely what these mean? No, thank you. She does not take it. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them. She pours herself some more coffee. Go on. He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer for money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people on the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too, all of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Not a very fun story. Well, it is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. She smiles faintly. A change of topic. We ordered a toxicology report. Any idea what that will show us? Huh. A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. She grins. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does that toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that. Save you some money. Make some myself. It's quite expensive, miss, but we'll manage without your help for now. Where is Lillestad, the place I mean? In, Orania, officer. It's I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there. You were almost right, officer. Lieutenant shakes his head like he just missed a shot in darts. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form. Look at Glacia. You were both from Orania? Yes, we were compatriots. Did that bring you together? No, he was too old for that, and from another part of Oranienrique. Oranienrique. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Orania. It was bad habits. Sex. Alcohol. Rhetoric. No love for Mother Orania. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing. A military man, but not a patriot? No, he left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. She takes a long drag of her cigarette, then washes it down with coffee. A people person, a small platoon leader, certainly not a patriot. As an Iranese yourself, didn't his lack of patriotism annoy you? No, there's nothing on Mundi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Come to think of it, maybe Irania did bring us together in loathing. I love Revachol, though. She looks around, the wind in her hair. I hope she loves me, too. Well, I think we're finished with this line of questioning. Hand Lieutenant back his notes. Got experience. All right, Lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment. Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. My sister's name was Grace. What else have we got? Get the whole story from Titus. So I did this part. Victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoos' possible meaning. I don't know whom I've got to ask. Find the murder weapon, armor pieces, spirit is eternal. You want all of the armor pieces. Deck yourself out in full metal battle-hardened glory. Nota bene, this might take a while, like a long while. So I got some checks. What can I do? Checks. Empathy. No. Kuno, he can fuck off. Cafeteria window. Heroic. Okay, I'll try that. Samaran butter. Go do that one. Mirror. Oh, impossible. Want to see me fail another check in the bathroom? Electrochemistry. Physical instrument. Map wall, which I've never found again. Joyce Messier. Physical instrument. Suggestion. Okay. The expression. You know how much I love the expression. Visual calculus. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42? It's what she said, yes. Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all of the swollen indignity of mortality, he was 42 years old? Where is this going? How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? Reaction speed. You could ask either one of them. Miss, how old do you think I am? Huh? She leans in close. How old do I think you are? She's buying time to formulate the best answer. I don't know. 40? I was like 9 when OO peaked. That was what, 19 years ago? I liked them when I was 9. You couldn't have liked it when you were 40. Let's say you were 20-something, 25, a good disco age. 25 plus 19 is 44. I'm going to say you're 44. Wow. Well, yeah, I have a university degree, you know. She flicks ash from a cigarette. 44? I'm young. Absolutely. Age is just a number, man. Oh. Making love neath the pale night stars. Yes, miss, but Lieutenant disagrees. For him, that number is 56. Wait, this requires scientific measurements. Bring it on. I'm not afraid of the truth. Date of birth generator. To the laboratorium. Which is what? Oh, date of birth generator. Huh. Can study something. Yeah, not right now. All right, what do I got? What have I got? Talk to Kim? Anything new?
Yes?
Nope. Kick in the door? Maybe? No. 3%. Physical instrument. Don't I get better if I have like a pry bar? Oh, wait. Leave. Put the pry bar on. Come here, pry bar. Yo, pry bar. There. I'll try it. No. Fuck me. Okay, fine. Leave. Some enchanted evening, I will see you standing there alone. What do we got? Nothing much. I have some checks I can do. As recipes, my voice says I should be doing more of the we're all living in America. America. America is wunderbar. We're all living. I can't do those straight face. Mickey Mouse. Where is the what am I doing down here again? Stuff, more stuff. Where's my checks? Where's my checks? Map wall. You know, I really should make a few bucks and then go back and pick up my dice. Electrochemistry. I need a new song, huh? Well, let's see. What else have I got? Honestly, I don't remember. What else do I do? Let's see. I took my troubles down to Madame Rue. You know that gypsy with the gold cap tooth? She's got a pad down on 34th and Vine, selling little bottles of love potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1956. She looked at my palm and she made a magic sign. She said, what you need is love potion number 9. She bent down and turned around and gave me a wink. She said, I'm gonna make it up right here in the sink. It smelled like turpentine and looked like India ink. I held my nose, I closed my eyes. I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed that cop down at 34th and Vine, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Anyway. That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. What's that one? I don't know. I don't know. He might suggest something. I have, you know, I like Wild Thing. That's always fun. Wild Thing. You know I love you. But I wanna know for sure. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wild Thing. Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. And what was that one from really Rocky? I don't know. Well, I mean, there's ones that are like, you know, Folsom Prison Blues, you know, and things like that, which are pretty grim. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like some of those songs. That's a little too grim for me. Or Folsom. Yeah, Folsom Prison Blues. That's the one from Johnny Cash. It was one of his later ones. I actually think he recorded it in Folsom Prison. He actually did a concert there. And he may have recorded that one there. Johnny Cash, you know, in pop music, there's actually not that many songs for basses and baritones. Most of them are for tenors. And you know, you name back in the day, it was, you know, oh Danny boy, the pipes are calling. You know, things like that. And all the Irish tenors and all the great singers were tenors. There were a few basses and baritones like Paul Robeson. He did Old Man River, things like that. But most of the famous songs were, you know, for higher pitched voices. So I only know just a handful of ones that were sung originally by, you know, deep voice singers like 16 Tons, which was Tennessee Ernie Ford. Johnny Cash was a deep voice singer. And then Tom Waits, of course. What's he building in there? Still one of my favorite songs. So I can send this. So I can send the body off. What time does it get to be? 8. No, it's only 8 in the morning. So I should probably keep Kim around for a little while longer, and then send him off closer to bedtime. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go cash in and see if I have enough bottles. I like him. He's been a pretty good soldier there, and even though he comes from a different precinct and all that, but he's got my back. I've got his. What about this jackass? Has he done anything new? A racist asshole.
Looking for something on?
No, we don't. Thanks anyway. Wait a sec. Is that bottles out there? No, it's just an imaginary bottle. You gonna take off and do Orcs Must Die? And then I'll catch up with you later? Yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Clausia. I was just asking. The Orcs thing? No? Pop that stuff in there. Oh, you're not streaming. Okay. Insert bottles. 70 cents? All those bottles I can... Sheesh. I have so got to get some money. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? This is the same message every time I come in here. You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption. How about no, Mr. Electrochemistry asshole? You're not going to stream today? Is your voice okay? No? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, babe. Are you getting some iced tea or iced tea? Are you getting some lemon tea or something to soothe your throat? Yeah. Well, mine hurts like a son of a bitch right now, but I took some ibuprofen when I was upstairs. I had a packet of crisps. Actually, they were little round pretzels at work, and it was like, oh my gosh, it felt like I was swallowing broken glass when I bit into some of those. Honey sage bonbons. That sounds good. I am not going to kick this box. Why does it keep doing that? Well, I got boots on. I could kick it. I don't know. You know, cough drops, throat lozenges, things like that. And warm drinks are making it worse. That's not good. Well, just try to, you know, stay hydrated anyway. Are you coughing? Is it causing you to cough? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I went to work this morning and I was a little deep voiced and I had some throat congestion when I was waking up, and after I showered and brushed my teeth, it was kind of okay. But afternoon, wow, somebody just tightened the clamp around my neck. It just started to ache. Oh, I need to get some money. How do I get some money? Oh, I can pawn stuff. Okay, let's go pawn some stuff. I need to get some money and then go get my dice. Well, I mean, my throat, I don't know. Not like straining it, so. Not like I'm trying to reach a high C above C. I shouldn't be talking. Yeah, I mean, just make it a regular. I've been doing this for about an hour, another half an hour to an hour, and I think I'll just wrap it up at that point. About 2 hours, I think, is about the point at which I've, seem to be.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Christ, it makes my throat sound sore already. I have something else to sell. Sure, let's have a look. I have some armor. Really? I want to sell it? How much is it worth? I've got these sabatons. Oh, no. I don't need bloodthirsty mercenaries knocking on my door looking for their missing toys. Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that kind of money. Electrochemistry. It feels like he would have accepted a risk if he hoped to profit from it. It's not greed, though. Deep down, he's a gambler, provided the stakes are sufficiently interesting. I'd like to sell my clothes. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. He looks you up and down quickly. I'll check my pockets. What can I pawn? A gas can. Is this actually any good? Was I going to do something with that? Pen. Shot put ball. I've got this stuff and I just don't know if it's actually worth anything. Photo of a happy couple. I should have given that to the dude. Postcard. Yeah, I can pawn that. Oh, I thought you said I shouldn't be talking. And here it is. It sounds like I should be talking more. I just don't know. I mean, when I got this shot put ball, it said to sell it would be a sin. Okay. But what else am I going to do with the thing? And then the gun, it says I got to try to find a gun that matches that bullet that we pried out of the corpse. So maybe I should keep this so that I can use it as like a, hey, one like this, or maybe fix this one so it would work, or whatever. Or trade it. Maybe it's trade goods. It's only worth a few bucks anyway. It's not taking up much space. Filament memory. I'm not going to sell that until I figured out what to do with those memory things. Green 8 pen. Figurine. I think I spent more than that when I'm buying it. Photo of a happy couple. Yeah, I don't think I need to be spent. I don't know. I mean, this banged up fuel canister is probably fine. I'll sell this. I don't have anything to sell at the moment. I wanted to ask you about my missing gun again. Have people from Everard Clare's union come here to track that gun? Maybe. Shady looking guys come in here yesterday looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know. All sorts of people come here asking for all sorts of things. Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun. Lieutenant's eyebrows raised slightly. Drama. People as oleaginous as Everhart seem like they're lying even when they're really being truthful. Thanks for the review. Let's talk about something else. I have other business to take care of. Bye. What's in this cabinet? Oh, I did all this stuff. Step away from the table. It's not a table, it's a cabinet. That was the boom boxes. I don't know what that is. What's that? Oh, that's that stupid ass lamp. Stop. No, I don't want to go look at that now. $700 to buy a stupid lamp. Lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen, and we'll be married in a dilly dilly church on a dilly dilly day in spring, and they'll be singing lavender's blue, lavender's green. Who's this guy? Random dudes.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
If I were a real skull right now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, "Fuck the world."
Snazzy shit ripped skull mobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads, scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
Seriously? You consider that? Okay.
The part of the presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls. Yet.
Okay then. Let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs. Who are the skulls? You don't know? What kind of cop are you? It's not a question. Don't get into it. No, I really don't. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertini. Besmertnia? What? Besmertnia. Oh, Besmertnia. His voice rings with excitement. The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases. Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger. Infamous for their nonverbal modus operandi. Nonverbal? If a skull spots you, he will pull out his dagger and stab you without saying a word. Composure. Lieutenant's voice is as calm as usual. Oh wait, that was Kim saying that. A testament to the violence and death he's witnessed through the sight of his firearm. They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around their brightly painted, bottom-lighted vehicles. Oh, I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive. Do you guys know Cindy the Skull? The young eyes glaze over as he marks in a voice filled with longing. Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull. Yeah, the other guy lights up too. A true artist of the future, just like Arno van Eyck. By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards, he adds, returning from wherever void he was just visiting. Rhetoric. For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism. Esprit de corps. Lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient towards them. I see you kids are into anodic dance music. Oh man, yeah, he exclaims and stops himself, processing the rest of your question. We're not fucking kids, man. Be wary of the abyss, his blonde friend adds ominously and points to his temple. Why? Probably because of how non-verbal their mode of operation is going to be, the lieutenant answers to the two rebels. It's a threat. Don't fuck with me, boys. I'm one of the bad cops. Whoa, come on, man. He raises open palms. We're just talking here. Just words. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no need to throw your authority in our faces. Oh, that's right. Way to put them in a little boy's corner. You want to talk? Let's talk, boys. His eyes meet yours. Ask them. Why aren't there more skulls in Martinez? The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned, Lieutenant replies instead. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here. Apart from the Union themselves, of course. I don't know about throw, but maybe stroke. Don't you worry about that. We're going to make up for the deficit. Yeah, we are, the young men exchange approving nods. Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you a part of the Skulls or not? We're not franchise Skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them. And what makes you think the organization would accept you? Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see. But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way, the other one quickly adds and whispers something to his friend. Perception. We'll fuck the system from the inside later. Just be cool now. The damage will be tenfold. Right on. Fuck. The blonde agrees and provocatively spits on the pavement. So what's happening now? Enough about this scullery then. He throws a longing glance at the Kanema. Do you know anything about the murders that took place here? Murder? A man was hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags. Yeah, sure, we'll gladly tell you everything we know about it. Clears his throat. It was a man. Also, he was hanged. Anything else? He was hanged from a tree. Yeah, I mean, duh. These punks don't know anything. Let's just move along. Hey, stop right there. How does one know anything? What does that mean? Fucking philosophy, man. You can do aggressive shit with philosophy. Justify shit. Well, that's with the jackets. What about them? Why do you have fuck the world written on your jacket? Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship, the thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it. I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely? To catch a fish, you need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though, blow it up, you get more fish in a shorter time. And for time is the essence. And fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void. Rhetoric. Hate to admit it, but in a weird way, he's got a point. Why does your jacket have piss faggot written on it? Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss faggot epitomizes the struggle that's taking place in the world, things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And I guess it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences. Also, you've got to admit it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message. What? What I mean by this, we are all piss faggots, and that the world is inherently meaningless. Is it a coincidence that we have two badass jackets and two badass cops? Huh. Hey, Kim. Yes? Do you think it's a coincidence? What is? There are two of us and two of these jackets? Lieutenant looks confused. What are you implying? Which one would you wear? I'm not sure I understand you, detective. Are you more of a piss faggot or a fuck the world kind of guy? Neither. Come on, Kim, it's just a mental exercise. XP. Fine, if only to end this discussion. Theoretically, if I were a juvenile delinquent, if I were to already be down that path, I think piss faggot is the stronger of the two statements. No way. Okay, that works. I feel more like a fuck the world kind of guy. Seems about right, the lieutenant marks, especially considering your heroic exit attempts. Oh, he's talking about me trying to get out of that bar without paying. That's an origin story for a dynamic duo right there. Piss faggot. So are we done here? Or one of the jacket owners ask impatiently. You don't need us around for your secret whisper party, do you? Let's see. Ask the jackets for yourself and the lieutenant. It's a half-light check. I've got nothing for half-light. Well, fuck it. Sure, why not? Oh, that got busted. These guys aren't scary. You're not scary. I have nothing to work with here. It's either baking or bullying or both. Just ask them, maybe. Gentlemen, I need your jackets. Why? Do I have to answer that? If you don't have to answer, then we don't have to give you our jackets. The young man shakes his head. Doesn't sound like you have a reason. Look at the shit I'm wearing. Yeah, like you said, total shit. What about it? There's a spark of sympathy in the youth's eyes. You didn't say that. It's not shit, it's disco. It's shit. Please. I got a leather jacket. Fine. Fuck it. The young man takes his jacket off. Here, take it then. I can't handle this sad shit. It's true. He simply can't. It's called empathy. Wow, I did not see that coming. You better wear that jacket with pride. Fuck that. You're not getting mine, the other one snaps at you. My dad's a lawyer on La Delta. He'll have your badge. No, he won't. The lieutenant is lightly amused by the situation. Turn to Kim. Fuck it. We don't need the other one. He said you're more of a piss faggot kind of guy, so I got the jacket for you. I'm not wearing that jacket. Why not? You could really raise hell. Go undercover. Hard. I don't think this case requires us to go undercover or raise hell. In fact, I don't think the jacket will be useful at all. Still, it's good to know that we have it should the need arise. The need will not arise. I think I'm channeling my inner Kim Kitsuragi right now. Look at his cute shit. The dark-haired youth points at you, then turns to his friend. How can... You've been wearing it all the time, huh? Then turns to his friend. How can we become skulls if you go around fraternizing with cops? Let's get the fuck out of here before anyone sees us. Fuck, I'm sorry, man. He hangs his head in shame. I don't like confrontations, that's all. And they bugger off. That was pretty funny, though. What does the jacket give me? What are the clothes? I get a jacket. +1 drama. -1 authority. Not so much. Let's take this stupid thing out of my hand. I don't need to be carrying that around. Empathy, authority. No. Okay. All right. Let's get a save game in here because I'm not trusting this thing. Doop doop doo doo. Okay, we got $7. Oh, we got enough to get. We got enough to get the dice now. Oh, let's dice lady. What's the fastest way to dice lady? Inside and up, down and up. Inside, up, down and up. Inside and up. Come on, come on, come on. Get to the door. Walk faster. Let's come over here and ask ourselves those deep existential questions like, do you have a gag reflex? Let's find out. I think it's in here and then up the stairs. Oh, I am not lifting weights again in here. No. That's right. You keep walking. No weightlifting. Okay, how do I get out of here again? Oh, come on. Oh, Kim wants to talk.
It's dark.
And the flashlight works better if you hold it in your hand. Got it, Kim. No need to rub it in. Fine. That's why I can't see anything. Come on, flashlight. There we go. There, is that better? What's this? A large demijohn full of a strange liquid. There we go. Hey, nice lady. Talk to the nice lady. Come on. From a nice distance. I came back to pick up my die. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die. Give her the money. Give her the money. Give her the money. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pick up dice from the dice maker. 1 universal die for Wirral Untethered. Wirral Untethered. The dice maker opens her desk drawer and hands you a die. Look at it. It feels icy. Just holding that die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone hewn from an alligator's jaw. Can I order another die? I'm sorry, I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer. Okay, cool. I have more questions about this building? No, I don't. I do? I do not. Okay. Very cool. Let me look at the dice. It's a die. His standard 24-sided role-playing die can be used to get results for several dice. It's made of alligator jawbone cast in acrylic resin and embellished with frost motifs. Looks like, not motives, motifs. Come on, people, write this game. Looks like a minuscule blizzard is stuck in there. Note, look at the map tab in Journal to see which white checks have opened. All right, let's look it up. Tasks. Map tab. Not much. Well, they're the same things. Okay, fine. Alrighty, church is there. Fisherman shacks are there. I didn't go into this section here, this wreck part. And that's the people out on the... Oh, what's out here? Some more wreckage. I didn't get over to this sec. Oh, that's those canisters. Can I move the map? No. Not even a little bit? No. Fine, be that way. Okay, now I'll try to get our way out of this place. Come on, move.
Yes?
No, not talk to Kim. Move. Oh, for heaven's sakes, boy. Get down those stairs. That would be nice. My lips are a little dry, but they're definitely warm. I need some more tea. Feeling suddenly thirsty. Wonder why. What was that noise? Been here before. Let's go down here again. Yeah, I could do that with your lips as well. One might even say damp. Humid. I left this thing plugged in just in case there's something in there I might need later. Try to crack open the lid. Nope. Nope. Super pry bar. No, I know that part. Okay, fine. Leave it plugged in. Some balls are held for charity and some for fancy dress. But when they're held for pleasure, that are the balls that I love best. Some balls swing to the left, some swing to the right. It's my belief that my big balls should be held every night. AC/DC classic. Melting snow dripping off the roof. If I go over on this side, wait a second. Did that collapse? Let's go up here. Pause video? Okay, cool. I don't know. Did something stop? Oh, okay. I don't think it was on my end that time. There are definitely places I can't get to yet. This is actually kind of on the other side of that blue door. That one door up on the roof, which I can't get into. But I don't see... Ooh, what's this? Money. Well, of course I'll take those monies. Thank you. What do you mean I get to those places if I was closer? I am closer. Nothing in there. Can't get to a door. No. What is that? What is it? It's a window. Oh. Oh, I see. Sorry, I was being overly dense there. Come on down to that door. Come on. Can I get down there? Come on, you can do it. Come on. No? Oh, crap. Are you seriously? I'm stuck up on this roof. Yes, I'm stuck on the roof. Yes, I am overly dense, and I apologize. Sometimes I take things entirely too literally. Somebody says jump, and I start jumping before thinking to ask, why exactly am I jumping? But I could practice counting ribs in your rib cage with my tongue. Alright, now where to? There's a greenhouse over here. I can't get into that. Or maybe he's talking about that other one. There's a doorway over here. I can't get into that. I looked at this stuff before. We've been through all this before. Okay. Jump, the correct reply would be how high, although maximum height should be a given. Yeah, about that. Okay, what am I doing again? I was going to do something I came out here to do and I forgot what it was. Samaritan butter. Well, the sign is gone, so how am I supposed to do the Samaritan butter check? Okay, fine. I think the other was to have fun. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Is there a Samaritan butter sign around here somewhere? Where's that Samaritan butter sign? I can't do the Samaritan butter sign because the Samaritan butter sign is gone? Well, that's dope. Come on. Can I get over here? Nope. What's in there? No, that's not a thing. That's just a object. Well, some of these checks I don't think I can make anymore. Although, hey, hold on a second. I'm being a complete dope. I have my badge now. I can go talk to, what's her face? The whatchamacallit lady. The negotiator lady. What's that? Come on, over here. Over here. Come on, numbnuts, move it. Joyce, that's the lady's name. There's something down there. What's down there? Tease shit ain't nothing to me. The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Huh. Well, how do you get down there? We don't know, do we? Interesting. If you're having trouble with the high school head, he's giving you the blues. You want to graduate but not as bad. Here's what you gotta do. Pick up the phone. I'm always home. Call me anytime. This ring 362-4360. I lead a life of crime. Come on, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I found my badge, by the way. Notice as I whip it out. By love, you did. She inspects the piece of blue plastic, her eyes scanning from left to right. She is memorizing your badge number. She hands it back to you. Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant Double Yeffritor Dubois. I'm glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. Seaweed drips from the badge in your hand. It smells of fish. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Yeffritor? How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge? The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. Look a little old for a probe, lady, but okay. I cannot rescind that promise, she smiles apologetically. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them. This was your plan all along. She shakes her head vigorously. My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will, because let me tell you, we are in dire waters. Meaning the information that she has will raise the stakes in this game. The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. She takes a sip of tea. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meantime? Tea, perhaps? So I went about and got the whole goddamn badge, and now she's giving me the runaround again. Well, I'm going to have another cup of tea while I think about it. Mutter to myself. Muttering. Do you know something about these tattoos? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we clear the lynching question. Fine, let's return to it later. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay. Okay, we've already said that before. You know, that's just plain rude. Anything? Nothing? What am I getting a check mark for? A dice? Huh. No? Oh, that jacket. Drama. No fucks given. Authority. Wait, I'm a detective. Uh-huh. Tools. Physique? +1 psyche, -1 health. Can I level up this dude? Wait, do I need to level up electrochemistry or something else? Let's try physical instrument. Level him up. I do not have enough skill points. In another 36 points, I will be able to level this up. So I've been in here, talked to that person. I'm just plumb run out of ideas here. What have I got to do? Cafeteria window, Kuno, Samaritan butter, mirror. What to do, what to do, what to do. Map wall. Joyce Messier. I got none of these checks. How do I get these checks? This is lame. Truly, today is warm. One might also say it's humid, steamy, moist, damp, trifle, drizzly. Doing my best. Let's try this map wall. Or non-map wall, as the case may be. Locked. Why am I looking at this wall? That's a conceptualization thing. Ah, okay, fine. No comment. Anything? Talk to this lame brain.
To sneak up on me.
Oh, bugger off, kid. God made the strangest woman believe me, this trick's no cinch. But I really get it going when I whip out my big 10-inch record of a band that plays the blues. Well, a band that plays its blues, she'll just love my big 10-inch record of her favorite blues. Last night I tried to tease her. I gave my love a little pinch. She said, now stop that jiving. Now whip out your big 10-inch record of a band that plays these blues. Aerosmith. Great song. But that's, yeah. Nope, no map wall there. Oh, a thought. Wow, what have we here? A bridge? A bridge with loose nails and rot-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one. Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation. The lieutenant looks around. True, they never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though. But, Lieutenant, think about the splinters. The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time. I've been walking back and forth across this stupid bridge. This is the first time I think about it. Sheesh. Fine. Bridge. Well, not sure what else I can do. I can go over and... Oh, wait a second. Did I get a check? Oh, wait.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Composure. Okay, see you around. I had a thought. A veritable thought. A real thought. It'll turn red for a minute. No? Nothing? You had a thought? Come on, lame brain. Man, this guy doesn't have very many thoughts, does he? Hey, perfect kind of character for me. I'm playing completely in character. Has no thoughts. My t-shirt says, I'm not smart, but I can lift heavy things. Can I just give you the picture?
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul. If he's got principles.
Fine, I'll try my heroics. Shit. Lying just isn't my style. I'd rather get back to questions. But of course, sire. Looks like they're waiting for you to speak. Do Maybells. I did that one before. Alright, thank you for your time. What about this guy?
Oh, I have really outdone myself. This is divine. Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
Oh, fuck off, Renee.
Renee, it's the little pleasures.
It's not.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
You mentioned Jean-Marie Bellieu. Who is that? Oh, sweet Eugenie. He gets a dreamy look in his eyes. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol, maybe the entire world. Do not defile her memory, Gaston. There's an almost imperceptibly small tremble in his voice. Let her rest in peace. His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter. So you both know her? We knew her, all right. His friendly face lights up. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was Renee's first girl, back when the prick was 16. He looks at the carabinier almost gently. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy. And then you stole her from me, he jerks forward, but then grabs his chest and stops. Easy, fellows. No need for this to get ugly. Oh, officer. Gaston is unfazed by the outburst. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago when the 3 of us were just learning to walk and talk. He stole her from me, Renee repeats, trying to steady his breathing and still clutching his chest. Better not give this poor old dude a heart attack. Well, technically, you stole her from me because we've been pretty close ever since you 2 had that falling out over the ink you spilled over a pretty yellow dress. We were just boys then. This was different. You! The tall veteran looks at you and nods. No point starting this all over again for the 1000th and first time. Especially when we have company. Officer? What happened to her? She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful. Renee and I were both by her bedside when she died. He sharply fills the silence and adds, no use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back, will it now? Departed. His partner finishes the sentence, then chuckles. Until the very end, she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met. Excuse me. Something caught in my throat there. Why do you think she was indecisive? She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. The look in his eyes is happy and distant. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. Nothing wrong with weighing your options first. Heck, he says with a chuckle. Technically, we're both still engaged to her. Renee, you always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy, he says with heavy resentment. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries. He suddenly remembers. You are still there. Falls silent, turns away. Thanks for sharing. Of course, officer, he says with a smile. Memories are all we have left. More than good enough there. In case you're looking for an affirmative, this is definitely an affirmative. Let's talk. Let's talk some more about Jean-Marie. Sweet, sweet Janie. Ask away, officer. Well, that's all he knows. Tell me, what do you know about the dead man? Let me think. He looks at the clouds wistfully. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. Come on, you must have heard something. No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist, he adds, smiling apologetically. You're both good guys, I can see that. Then help them, you wimp. Reproach fills his eyes. You rub plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something. He means caviar socialists. I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. His cheeks turn red. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that. Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here. Sounds a bit like you're holding back. I'm not, he assures you. I'm not even any... Of course he's holding back, Rene says. The carabinier crosses his arms. His mouth is so full of union prick he can't even speak properly. Eesh. Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, Rene? His eyes are furious. I'm not anyone important in the union. I just know Everard. How do you know Everard? Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers, he says solemnly. I taught those boys, human studies and history in the gymnasium. What do you know about history? The carabinier snaps at Gaston. You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later when it had already moved on. You don't know history. The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid, and alone like a cracking marble statue. Let's try not to get caught in the lieutenant lowers his voice. Crossfire. Esprit de corps, lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. The animosity is ancient. Are you a union member? Oh, his cheeks turn red again. In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everard, Edgar, and the older Depardiers all know me. In many ways? Oh, yes. So you're not an actual member. Not in the technical sense. His eyes fix on the bulls in the crater. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Everard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things. Some more XP. So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider. Renee, of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He frowns. He's a weather vane. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, he continues. But even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already. What are the little things you do for Everard? Writing work mostly, he smiles. Occasionally he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. What kinds of things do you write for him? Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers about Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everard and I have these long talks where he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself. Are you a caviar socialist? The old man starts laughing. I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer. But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money. I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want, even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable. Mon Dieu. The carabinier closes his eyes like he's never going to open them again. Are you a caviar socialist? Wait, how can you write those newspaper pieces if you're not political? Officer, I have a vivid imagination, he laughs again. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink in politics. He just fluffs it up. Huh. Of course, don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch. So you are a weather vane. I prefer highly adaptable myself, he chuckles merrily. Has a better ring to it, don't you think? Mon Dieu. Thanks, that's all for now. No, thank you, he nods, smiling wide, for being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time. I wanted to ask you about the Union again. Sure, officer. That's that one. Okay. What are the rules of this game? Oh, the goal is to throw your boule, he holds out the orb, as close to the cochonnet as you can. Cochonnet. That's the cochonnet. He points to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Interesting. Tell me more about it. Well, first you draw a circle about half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope, he explains. Then the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it, you get to throw the cochonnet. Then the players aim to throw their boules as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted. Is there anything else you can tell me about pétanque? I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details. I think I get it. Thanks, Gaston. You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer. I don't like where this is going, officer. Do you think we should do something else now? No, I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about pétanque. He sighs. Hurry up, then. Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that? I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food, he says, and quickly adds, nothing personal. It's just a principle. The only one you have. Perception. The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise? Please, man, can I just have a bite? Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. He's squirming, avoiding her gaze. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things. Electrochemistry. You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of gherkins in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours. Please, friend. Let's just share it. Fuck off. It's mine. He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction. Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way, continues cautiously. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not going to share it. When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. I went there? Where'd I go? Oh. Well, try the sandwich. That sounded like a break thing. A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. I'm already tripping knee-deep in politics, baby. I wondered if you'd catch that. You really do. Now, unleash the fury. These options seem awfully fascist or communist. What if I don't want to say that? Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off. Fine with you, rhetoric. Whoa, easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage cop mode and bail out if you like. Back to police mode. I have some questions, Gaston. All right, the jolly man smiles. Let's hear them, officer. Bye. I'm out of here. I'm sure it was a very tasty gherkin. Well sized, as it were. Oh, wait, I can call about the armor. Forgot about that. Let's talk about the armor. Come on, armor lady. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? Alice, this is Firewalker. Wait. Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number? Ah, yes. The armor was produced by... She looks at her notes. Fairweather, in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clef, in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Orangny's pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even though the firm has proven difficult to track, or even the firm, Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over the years and since the armor was issued. Do you know what it's called now? The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted. A suit of armor like this would have had to have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued? Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. Sorry, I kicked my microphone here. I could try to talk them into it, though. Esprit de Corps. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM. Yes. Sorry. Let me see what I want to do when I'm trying to get somebody on the phone to help me. Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was. Sure, call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more information for you then. It works especially well when I'm talking to women. Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots? Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Did you have any other questions? This is Firewalker? What the hell is this? I never did this one. Right, please hold. 10-4, come in. He hesitates. Firewalker, over. I'm happy to report that I found my badge, Jules. 10-4, sir. Glad to hear that. I'll write down there's no need to issue a new one to you then. Over. Electrochemistry. Feels good to get that off your chest, right? Celebration with beer. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over. You mean you can't tell me anything about me? But I'm me. 10-4. Orders are still orders. Anything else? Over. Well, fine. 10-10. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out. Okay, close the door. Well, what did I get? A task. Run the number on the victim's armor. Call back for a day. Okay, another day. Sync the signs with Noid. Well, let's save, because that's always a good thing to do. What to do? Oh, I should go back over and see if I can do some stuff in the church, because I think I missed a check, which I may have to see in your thing a little bit. Maybe a bit. God damn it, why can't I just see like a whole map so I can just click on it and have him walk his sorry ass over there? What did I do this time? I just did the 10-10 thing. I do something different? Oh, the the electrochemistry guy. Got it. A creaking ahead and broken axle grinding. The ice just off the coast crackles, shifting. Oh, look, there's a door. Oh, did I see the door before? The door before. I think I was here once before. I'm not sure why exactly, though. That must not have been important. Like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning in an ever spinning reel, like a snowball down a mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's spinning, running rings round the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face. The world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Always like that one. That apparently is one of the songs from the Thomas Crown Affair. Never knew that. Alright, where's that nice lady up here? There she is. Lady with a sword. I have a lot of respect for a lady with a sword.
The
Windmills of
waves
your
are
mind?
beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Simmer
Simmer
down. Simmer
Simmer
down,
down,
bastards. I can't do that one. That's Irish accent. Pretty strong one. It's done by a lot of different people, but this version's kind of nice. Why does she care about the waves so much? What is it with you and these waves? What is it with waves and fishermen? She tilts her head and looks at the sea. We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living, so I ask them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can, she adds with a smile. So, what will it be, officer? Idiot doom spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it? Remarkable, she shakes her head. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too? It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Smile lights up her face. Good old doom spiral. Upper management to the core. That's odd. Is she actually impressed? I'm just trying to help out a stranger in need. That's sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business. A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market fails to account for. If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Oh, she looks in the pointed direction. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea? I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea. She looks at you and shrugs. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. You're suggesting that we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? Aye, feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in a line of duty like that and all. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with human sweat and they share a human history. We should care about them as we care about humans, to some extent at least. Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now. Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Oh yeah, she says with a chuckle. You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it. Jeez. That's all we have time for right now anyway. Son looks at you sympathetically. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or Lieutenant looks at you almost gently. Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do, like the murder investigation, for example. And no, I'm not doing this. Jesus Christ. Be seeing you. Okay. What can we do? What can we do? We did that. Let's go do some other stuff. Unlock the shack door. Nah, not right now. Sit around, round. Hey kids, let's do some crimes. Is little Lily your sister? Yes. Yes. That's it? You being laconic about it? It doesn't look like he knows what that means. Bye kids, take care. Can't reach the rock separately. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Okay, fine. You mean I've got to go all the way around there just to get those few sodden coins? Really? Didn't even know I could get to those coins. Here. Are you serious? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? Dog houses? No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. What's this? Oversized superstar sunglasses. Oh, those just speak to me. Savoir-faire is everywhere. Damn straight. Okay, what do we got? What's this? Boathouse. What's this? A tackle box with money in it. This. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench covered in rust. Okay, good luck with that. Something over here though. Sign says Entrée interdite. I think it means can't get in. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. A new skill point. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Excuse me. Now my throat's killing me. Got money and bottles. Score 2. Alright, what do we got? Another box. And more monies. 40 cents. In the box. Bottles? No, what's that? Found Peepo. What the hell's a Peepo? +2 logic. It's a... the fuck is that? Like a weird stocking cap that makes me look like a reverse skunk. Huh. Okay, I like it. Let's go with it. And skill point. I can level something up. What could I level up? Excuse me again. Well, I'm starting to cough now. Where's my tea? Where's my tea? Okay. I was going to level something up and I forgot what it was. Oh, not logic. What was the thing about the conceptualization? Not encyclopedia. I sure as hell wasn't going to do that one. Savoir-faire, interfacing, composure. Anyway, I'll save the point till later. How's my thingamy doing? How's my memory doing? Tasks? No, the other thing. This thing. 96%. Almost done with that puppy. Dang. Okay. Door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Alright, Kim, what do we do? Nothing. What is this? A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Why are there this many bullet holes? Hey! Oh, shit. That doesn't look good. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The morning sun rises beyond the horizon. Oh, for crap's sake. Seriously? I was muted because I was coughing and I forgot to turn it back on. I was reading all the sections up above. Sheesh. Sorry. Thanks for catching on the mute. Because I did the check. I got that one correct. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall, although, of course, in this picture they stand facing away from the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The morning sun rises beyond the horizon, radiating the first light of the day. The order was carried out at dawn. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. What is this? Visual calculus again. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Technically, it's the other way around. One soldier has a blank loaded into his rifle, so no one actually knows who fired the... everyone thinks they could be the one. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. Look at the people against the wall. A host of men in probably in everyday clothes. Ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting. A common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Esprit de corps. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Who were they? Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. Look at the line of soldiers. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty. Who were they? Murderers, twisted by orders, young boys forced into killing. Look at the person standing on the side. The commandant, the one who gives the order, machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. Kim, who was who in this execution? At first, Lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just stares at the wall. I don't know, he says finally. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the Feld R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries. Or maybe, you mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall? Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces who died here were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. That was one of my dad's favorite curses. Up against the wall, motherfucker. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior, giving the orders. Goodbye. A cold sea wind blows away the figures. That was dark. That's not a curse or an insult, is it? Up against the wall, motherfucker? Yeah, kind of. Well, he also had one that he used to use on people. He'd be like, come the revolution, your head will be in the bucket. He always used to use that on authority figures he didn't like. What's this? A thought. Inland Empire. That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the way, being so close to the water. Wait, I can't see anything interesting. You don't have a reason to. Yet. What is this about? Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there by the old buoy, bobbing in the water. Time to go. A buoy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. There's a dude over here. There's dudes. Soggy logs smell of ignition fluid, still they won't light up. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. Dude?
Hello, I'm Gary.
Oh,
how do you do,
wait.
officer?
Crypto-fascist. What the hell?
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly, takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Why does that accent sound so familiar? Degenerates? Huh. I've been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it.
Oh, I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
His gaze shifts nervously to the pile of soggy logs at his feet. Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is. Is this your mug? My mug? Why would you think that? You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying. Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know, I shouldn't have, and I was very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you? It's an opportunity to make some money off this asshole. Crypto-fascist. I am. For 20 real. He then accepts the slip of copy paper with a bow. Okay, I deserve that, and I won't do it again. You have my word. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition. What did you do, Gary? Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law. Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info. How did you get into the trash container? I know a guy who works with trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez. Why would you need to get into everyone's trash? So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to start my own he says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hymeans run it. Boy, this guy's an asshole for everybody. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Disgraced? Lieutenant raises his eyebrows and looks up. No need for the histrionics, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container. He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer. Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container? Officer, please. He raises both hands. Let me explain. It's not like that. Do. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked, all the clothes lying around in the yard smelling. People are animals, you know? Yes, yes. What happened? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. He changes his mind mid-sentence. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes, too. Right. It was just civic duty, Lieutenant remarks drolly. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty. Ouch. That hurt my hearing. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this. Oh, the son of a bitch is wearing some of that armor. You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Armor? No. He changed. I mean, yes, of course, I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. An infant can see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. What's that strange sound? Whoa, what sound? That clinking I just heard when you moved. Really? He fans his arms out slowly, and this time his motions are soundless. There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby. The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned. Let's try this one again. Let's move on for now. Clinking sound. Composure check. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags? I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that. He shifts uncomfortably in his clothes. Uncomfortable shifting around doesn't make him a killer, though. It's something else. Are you a cryptozoologist, too? No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own. What does he do, then? This feels like a good opportunity to dominate him. What do you do, then, if not cryptozoology? Oh, this and that, he grins. As long as you're making ends meet and advancing your career objectives? Money gained, $1. Why? I'm doing all I can in this economy, officer. I work as a special courier. You know, urgent deliveries, overnight deliveries, deliveries to out-of-the-way locations. So you deliver things. What kinds of things? Oh, I don't know the contents, officer. Part of my job is discretion. Fascinating. Let's talk about something else. Yes, officer. You were surprised to see my colleague, Kitsuragi. Not many Seolites here, or anywhere other than Seol. I meant no offense, truly. Do you remember how when we met Measurehead, and I said the next racist will be the really good one? Yes. Well, he gestures towards Gary as though he were presenting a work of art. This is that racist. Yes. Our lucky racist. Hey, man, he blushes. All I meant was there are not many Seolites around here. I'm just stating a fact. Do you have a problem with Seolites? No, no problem at all. He flashes an impenetrable smile at Kim. Are you a racist? Hey, man. The lieutenant is a native of Revachol. Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections, he flashes. Let's just change the subject, okay? Why is he shifting around like that? It's 17%. I don't think I'm going to get it, so I'm going to have to come back and beat him over the head with something. Shit. Something busted. Is he? He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads? Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes? Gary, are you cross-dressing? No. Are these prayer beads I keep hearing? I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a sign of weakness. Not for proper Revacholian men such as ourselves. Oh. Proper Revacholian asshole. Thank you for your cooperation. And Coldo Mama Dakwa. It's not only your eardrums that register sound anymore. Your very skin has become an organ of hearing, looking for a whisper, light and low. A god who's very, very silent. Nothing escapes you. A cockroach in the other room, a candy wrapper falling on dry grass, a drunk falling from a chair in a bar 20 meters away. In fact, you haven't heard the Coldo Mama Dakwa. But you have discovered that you have amazing hearing. It must be the only part of you that alcohol hasn't drowned out. Keep listening. +3 perception. Oh, yes. Come to Papa. +5 in the perception window. Nice. Okay. So, when I get some points, 74 more points, I can get another point for something. Can I unlock it? Oh, I can already. Score. Okay, let's unlock some stuff. What do I want to unlock? Oh, White Morning. Fairweather. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Punch armor. Date of birth generator. 7 hours. No. 4 hours. No. Fairweather T500, I think. Internalize that puppy. Call Alice back in a day. Find Morel, the cryptozoologist. Let Morel know if you find him. Okay. Those tickets are really pricey? Oh. I see. Alright. What's this here? Tiny cages carefully constructed. What's over here? Bottles and cans. Yep, it's money anyway. What's this? It's one of those concrete tank breaker thingies. Oh, almost forgot. Save game. Okay, talk to Morel. Tell him his wife is looking for him. She's worried about him. Come on, Morel.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
That's a stuffy accent. You must be Morel, the cryptozoologist.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance. Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Ah, of course. Thank you for passing along the message.
That was a quick
That
70
damn
points.
waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the waterlock with the motor carriage? But there was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle, it said Samaran Butter.
No, it was all me. I caused your delay, and I'm sorry, but you can return now.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yeah, asshole. He said we can go back.
Yes, Gary, we can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Well, he refastens a bit of netting that's come loose in the wind. His hands are large and weather-worn. Huh. Imagine that. But also used to delicate, precise work. For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. Large hands. You could learn things from him. Yeah, tell me about this phasmid you're looking for. Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. What makes it so difficult to find? Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phasmodia, a ghost insect, Phantasmodia, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. He looks around. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may also have developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists in our present case. What sort of specialized techniques is the phasmid using to hide itself? It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defenses work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen. Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid. How big is this phasmid? I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called Megaphasmodia zuensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So, he leaves the conclusion up to you. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I've heard about. He flashes you a sideways smile. Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be an apex of any cryptozoologist's career, but to study it and see defenses, find out how it stayed hidden so long, shakes his head, would be glory itself. What have you discovered about it so far? Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all of our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. So no one's ever found one? Oh, not yet. He holds up an index finger. That's what makes it a cryptid. Kim. The lieutenant interjects. Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real? I know it's real, the cryptozoologist says, brusquely enough that even he seems taken aback by it. It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement. By which I mean, he says, gathering himself, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. Lena said there's been a sighting of it here in Martinez. Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. Maybe the Insulindian phasmid has died out? The cryptozoologist shakes his head vigorously. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is undoubtedly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis. Oh, come on, encyclopedia. You know what parthenogenesis means. It means self-replication. Parthenogenesis. Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions. That's pretty clever. Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I try my best to remain dispassionate. Tell me more about these traps. Well, he points to the cage of mesh and wiring on the ground. They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Lena designed those traps. Lena designed the traps? Simple. Attracted by the locust, the phasmid crawls down the funnel, and having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Lena designed the traps? Yes, he says with some pride. Which makes me think, what? Interesting. What are you using as bait? Locusts, he gestures towards the trap. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course, but we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects. Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. Logic. A meat-eating stick insect. Huh. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely. A carnivorous stick insect? Seems unlikely. Thank you for your opinion. We also have included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism. Not a big fan of skepticism, this one. What will you do if these traps don't work? They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which used plants. We have given this some thought. The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing. Now, that's like the 4th time this game has hinted pretty broadly that the cryptozoologist's wife can set traps. Not sure where I'm going with that, but there's something about the murder scene and a trap that's got my mind kind of thinking she knows more than what she's letting on. Let me ask you about something else. Lena seemed pretty eager for you to return. And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. He looks south where Lena would be. My wife understands that just as well as anyone. Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back. And leave the traps? Absolutely not, he yells in response. I won't let Lena down. Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon. I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena. Of course, it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers. Really? She's sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that. Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine. He coughs, then continues. Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmidoid. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now. Another cough into his fist this time. Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back to check the traps later. No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel? He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting. I could go for some trap setting. What if we check the traps for you? He looks at you with obvious surprise. I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. Cryptozoology and detective work are very similar. Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and above all, persistence. Where are these traps? Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight. Oh, what do I do if there's a phasmid in it? He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself. Where are these traps? There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. He points south. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal where you crossed, by a concrete slab, a big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, he gestures to the trap in front of him. You should check at least one of these before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry. That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture? The pursuit of knowledge is its own justification. Is it? He doesn't look too convinced, but the small shrug indicates, why not? Esprit de corps. If you think it's important, you have been right before. What if I encounter the Phasmin in the wild? Beat it with a stick. That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, he takes out a small white spray can. I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. Jesus Christ. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromones should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week. Lay it on me. Thick. Present your armpit. Level up. Damn straight. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod. Lieutenant wrinkles his nose. I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious, like holy water. It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research. He looks at Lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back into his pockets. I'm ready. Let's get to it. Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling. Finally! Someone's talking sense! Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it. If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later, too. But what if the information is vital on the hunt? Have you noticed anything off about your friend Gary? Huh? No, of course not. Why? Are you sure? Well, he lowers his voice. He's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual, but that's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up. How did you become a cryptozoologist? I just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both. He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up if you prod a little. Why not just be a zoologist? Real animals are puzzling too. Real? He scoffs at the concept. I know you think one is a respectable profession while the other is superstition. Everyone does. Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps most of the garbage I've seen people do. A hum and a nod. My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence, and I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen. And has anything truly surprising ever happened to you? I have yet to catch a cryptid, if that's what you're getting at, but I've come close. Oh, interesting. Something for later, this close call. So you're living your childhood dream out here. His eyes narrow. It's not child's play just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. What kind of evidence do you use? Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts like the one that brought us here to look for the Phasmin. I keep a very open mind. He's interested in things that people believe that scientists don't. You think that other scientists don't listen to ordinary people enough? Most establishment scientists only care about reputation and remuneration, not real research, and certainly not the truth. They're a cowardly lot, and both the field and basement archives can be dangerous places. So you've never discovered a cryptid? No, very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid. So how many cryptids have been found? Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chimney, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection. Only 2 have proven to be real. Yes, the Chautauquan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is honestly quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. Most cryptids are hoaxes, or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching. Then the Insulindian Phasmin will be the 3rd. Indeed, he does not smile, just looks you in the eye. It's a forceful gaze. If our expedition is successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Dushantu, it will be a zoological miracle. He clearly has done his math on this. There's no surprising him or swaying his opinion. Thanks for explaining that. Now about something else. Yes? Let's talk about specific cryptids. Really? Do I have to do this? Alright, what cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what we would have to discuss, he wants to say, but decides against it since you've offered to help. You need to ask him about specific cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk. Let's see. I know all about the kind green ape. Look, I even have a kind green ape pen. I see you've been talking about cryptids with Lena, he smiles. The kind green ape is one of her favorites. We traveled to South Safra to look for it once. Gary and I got stuck in a rainstorm, though, and had to spend most of our time there in a little village. Their search was fabulously unsuccessful, but the people were very nice. I'm glad they didn't understand what Gary was saying about them. What? South Safra? They're just on a different rung of the ladder, Morel. I had no problem with them. Asshole. Really? You kept complaining how dirty everything is, but we digress. They're a nascent culture. I just didn't feel comfortable in. Let's change the topic, okay? Talk about your critters or whatever. He mumbles something. Yes, back to cryptozoology. You don't want to sow disagreement between friends. Oh, yes, I do. I know about the most dangerous cryptid, the Noma Jeroma. Formerly the most dangerous yet, but do you know about the most dangerous living cryptid? He does not want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal. Living? No. The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose. The dread moose. Yes, the dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance. Okay, does it also attack people? Human remains had been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will. Okay, what does the dread moose look like? Just like an ordinary Arden moose. Then how can you tell if it's the ordinary or the dread kind? You can't! That's what makes it so dreadful and hard to identify. A moose that looks like any other moose. What's going on here? He's kidding, right? I'm not completely sure about this dread moose. The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. What's the other evidence? The recent surge in the moose population. As hidden carnivores, the dread moose are effectively removing competition for both themselves and their evolutionary cousins. What exactly is a carnivorous moose? Am I seriously having this whole... Oh, shit. Really? Did you do this? Did you do this whole tree of questions about moose? The carnivorous moose are a very young species, the result of a genetic mutation that fared well, he misspelled that, in the process of natural selection. You did this. Jesus. But why would it need to hide its carnivorous nature? Moose are already being hunted for sport. Can you imagine what would happen if they came to be viewed as predators? Are there any reliable eyewitness accounts of a moose killing other animals for food? You didn't do this, did you? Shit. One slaughterhouse at the outskirts of the woods in Vasa reported that its staff kept seeing moose in the distance. Oh, yeah. Well, fuck you very much. The moose would just stare at the building as though they were waiting for something, its eyes bloodshot and full of cruelty. That does sound suspicious. And that's not all. Some of the slaughterhouse apprentices went hiking by a nearby creek and saw a moose nibbling on an unidentified carcass. Huh. Got a little bit of XP from trudging through that long chain of conversational stupidity. Anyway, he settles down. There is more than enough evidence to justify a thorough search for the dread moose. Let's close this subject before it turns into an argument. Finally, here's a man who's had more than his fair share of heated arguments and would, surprising as it may seem, prefer not to have any more. Which cryptid did you almost catch? He almost caught one. A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist would find rather dull. Willow people? Not at all. What are willow people? They're not people really. Oh my gosh, this chain of questioning here is driving me bonkers. They're not people really. Some argue that they're not even animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees. He says it in a self-explanatory, everyday manner. They're very, very thin, almost flat, in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here. So I may have seen these willow people without knowing it. You probably have. How did you almost catch a willow person? Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender color. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting and hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees, a lavender shadow dashing through the grove, and then I chased it with a net. Not very elegant, but you can't be elegant in the field, and well, it was faster than me. A lavender shadow. I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, he raised his finger, I am not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I am painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic. He makes it a real point here to sound falsifiable. And Lena's sighting of the phasmid, is that? It's confirmed, he replies quickly. It's 100% verified and meets all these standards of an authentic cryptid sighting. Geez, I cannot do this. Enough. By all means, he coughs and wipes his mouth. I'll get going. Oh, jeez. Please, save the game. Put me out of my misery. I talked to this guy. I think I got all the conversational topics.
Hello again. Very generous of you to help us out, officer.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Bye, jerk. Alright. So I got a point, perhaps, in something. What could I put it into? I have no idea. What about this? Yeah, you want me to keep doing that? That's like beating myself over the head with a book. And trust me, I like cryptids and, you know, cryptozoology as much as the next science fiction nerd. But that was dull as toast. Check the trap near the boathouses west of the Feld building. West, this, east, west, north, south. This map looks like it's upside down. Check the trap morale just set up in the cryptozoologist camp. Check the trap in Land's End. Check the trap near the canal, southeast of the village. Okay, well, I could, since we're here, I can check this one first, I guess. Except I have to do it later. It doesn't let me check it now. Come on. Nothing? 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 Fine. Well, I think this is actually a pretty good spot in which to wrap up for the evening. It's almost 3 hours again. Jeez, went a lot longer than I expected. Oh, who's this dude? Dude and kid. And picture. Feld Electric. What's that? What? You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage is peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago, now only a shadow of peeled letters. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away. Huh. Run away. Did I do this before? These guys.
And me, Kyle, notice the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing at the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You, officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez. I'm Trant Heidelstadt. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on. Hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Jan Karp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh, yes. So, Mikhail,
great.
they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago, so they didn't have windows on the south wall.
Oh, you and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows. You don't say.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms, when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
That's the building again. This man is your half-brother. You feel it, but why? Aha, but it's not just any empty old building. He raises his hand to his eyes to shield himself from the pattering rain. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical, and Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom. Good grief. Hold on, what's R&D? You know what R&D is, research and development. Wait, what's an R&D department? Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore. You're probably more familiar with RTD, research and technological development. Look at the building. I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical. That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein, 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. He gestured toward the building. But Feld had an ace up their sleeves. Or should I say, they were developing an ace up their sleeve. He grins. I'm mixing my metaphors here. What was that ace? It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for, he pauses for an effect, tape computer. A tape computer? An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons. Portable enough to be a take-it-home solution. Revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bringing them to the average consumer. Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants Ream, ICN, and ZAM haven't achieved yet, he grins, admiring the sentence he just produced. What happened? Indeed, what? The revolution? The boy wipes his nose on the sleeve. He nods. Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building or one of the adjacent ruins. He pauses. Holy crap, this is a lot of dialogue stuff. Oh, okay then. He pauses. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. You're saying that Feld Electrical built this boardwalk? Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war. A pleasure wheel? Huh. Lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky. Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. They had to make a coffee shop, and they had to make a really nice cafe space in order to attract top-flight talent. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics, but history had other plans. What happened to the engineers, the company people? Well, besides the ones like me who got laid off. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. He smiles again as if he's somehow personally responsible for this bleak turn of events. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers... Okay. Wait, is he saying we should just bypass the excesses of the revolution? He means tape computers, right. Tape computers, he nods when tousling his things. How do those tape computers work? Do they work like radio computers? Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like, but word has it they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking, turn-of-the-century hardware. He raises his finger, remembering something. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ackerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins, Keith and Guy Just joined the team. Trying to... Wait, did he just say Wompty Dumpty Dom Center? He did it! He said Wompty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. Okay, the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center? Paul Ackerman? Keith and Guy Just? What are you talking about? The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. There it is again, those words. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there we, what? There were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ackerman, chose to... You're making this up. Kim, is he making this up? In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dom Center, he says casually, is a place you can visit if you're ever in Biederfeld and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing, made of black film and folding tape structures. Oh, cool. Very, very cool, he agrees. Welcome back. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to this precious device. But so they did. The failed playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07. Wait, the failed playback experiment? Yes, the official name of the prototype. Some sources report it as the failed playback experience, but those are incorrect. Why did the revolutionaries destroy it? Oh, experience. All that for 5 points. Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now, all 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building. He takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. What did revolutionaries do with these advanced tape computers? They used them for military communications, he says, while his son looks up, idly chewing on a corner of his worm-themed coloring book, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Décret de Mars. The declaration of war? What's the March decree? De Mars? March? Really? I mean, the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 2. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bons Baisers du Linsinde. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. He looks at his son, who starts giggling, his face hidden behind the book. Or, well, tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention. Perception. The kid takes a peek. Misspelled. It should be P-E-E-K. P-E-E-K. At the green and silver worm on the cover of the book. Already forgetting about this part of the discussion. I wanted to ask something else. But of course, what else? He smiles and ruffles his kid's hair, not head. I want to hear about the Feld building again. I got all those things. Money? No. Thank you for the interesting information. No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed. Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever. Oof. That was a long convo. Well, I never did make it back to the church. But that has been exactly 3 hours at the moment, so I am going to wrap at this point with a save. Save. Got some interesting lines of stuff to do tomorrow. I'm going to do churchy stuff. Church investigation. I think you found somebody in the church who I did not see in the church. If I scanned ahead just a little bit in that tape that I did not see. And my voice is almost completely gone, as you may have noticed. Deep down in the bottom of the sea. Yeah, I can hit those low notes just fine. And I love you too. But I cannot hit the high notes worth a damn, and my vocal range has gone from sub-bass to bass and not much more. I'm glad you were able to attend the stream. It's nice to have some company reading through this. And thanks for the feedback as well. Tomorrow, it's Thursday, so I should be able to stream hopefully around the same time again tomorrow. Thanks again, and we will talk soon. Let me switch to the ending stream. Thank you.